Like, I'm thinking of what the girls are thinking.
Hello, my name is Caleb Ramirez, and I'm here to talk about water.org. Fun fact, did you know 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water? Most people do not know that. When they hear that statistic, they are astonished, seeing that millions of people die each year from a lack of a water source. Start out, first slide of the PowerPoint. Water.org is a nonprofit organization finding innovative ways to provide reliable sources of sanitation and drinking water. The company was founded by Matt Damon and Gary White. Through the speech, I'll examine how people are able to get clean and reliable water sources through this foundation. Each year, approximately 801,000 children younger than 5 years old die from diarrhea, which is caused as a lack of unsafe drinking water. They do this by getting water from direct sources like lakes and rivers that are often polluted because most people bathe in it as a result because they don't have clean water. Slide 1. So how they do this, how they help communities get water, is they partner up with, they provide microloans, which are loans that they find regions that are economically stable, and then they partner with banks and different loan firms, and they basically give out loans with little to no interest, and they can pay them back over long periods of time. So they have a team of people that will go out to a home or community and install a well or clean water in a home, and then they just pay it back. So this is just a little overview of it. Affordable loans that are tailored to anyone. Seen in the picture is a young woman from India holding her water credit loan. And that's just her. She's able to. India is actually one of the world's most unsanitized country. They don't have a proper sewage system. So often feces are dumped in the streets, and they have to go to lakes and rivers to maintain fresh water. And part of their goal is to find sustainable water sources. So a lot of companies will find they'll have to come to a location multiple times a year to dig out new wells. They'll get heavy machinery in there and dig deep to find reliable aqueducts that support clean and sanitized water. So the water faucets installed provide access to clean and drinking water. So they'll find communities that they feel that can rely and build upon clean drinking water, just part to better the region. One of the most overlooked aspects of gathering clean water is the time-saving effort. So in communities, women are mostly responsible for getting water, and this means traveling miles each day to get water there and back. They'll have to make multiple trips due to the heavy loads. This is often overlooked as it takes a large part of a woman's life out, because they're responsible for keeping the house clean, making dinner, gardening, tending to the chickens, taking care of the children. So many people don't realize that, but a woman's life is made harder when clean water isn't available. So by providing these close access water points, they honestly do get their life back because they can start on new professions. A lot of women start with sewing to get extra money for their family. Overall, water.org helps communities. It builds infrastructure by helping people gain their lives back. Children are able to live better lives by accessing clean water, living healthier lives, attend schools. Thank you for my speech. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Microloans are an area that I'm very interested in because I've been a contributor to the Grameen Foundation for many years. Do you know what the payback rate is for those loans?
So with microloans, they tailor it specific to a person's needs. So depending on a monthly annual income, they'll tailor it. So the payback payback rate very depends. Oh, payback rate. So the
Yeah.
payback rate is 99% because they allow
There you go.
they allow people to pay back at their own pace. So it's a very reliable way of providing clean water.
Good.
Any more questions? Yes.
You mentioned India as being a place that this has taken place. Water.org has funded or helped fund clean water sources. What other countries are we looking at?
Uganda, Ethiopia. These countries are they do have large populations, but are not developed with proper infrastructure, just due to crime, war, poverty. So by providing these stable water sources, it helps communities be established and set up more efficient societies. Thank you for. Oh, yep.
Oh, no,
No.
I have a question.
Yes.
I noticed water.org was founded by Matt Damon and
Matt Damon and Gary White.
and Gary White. Is it personal for? I mean, is it possible for the average citizen to make personal contributions toward this organization to help out with the?
It is. So if you visit water.org, just the name of their organization, there's various ways to donate. So you can donate to specific groups in the countries helping out, or you can just donate to their general foundation, which will distribute money as needed.
Is that a tax deductible contribution?
It is a tax deductible.
That's a good question. You know, somebody might ask that. Is that a tax deductible contribution? And it is. Okay, good. Very good.
Thank you for listening to my speech about water.org.
Very good.